Last week, the region's largest defense exhibition, IDEX, took place in Abu Dhabi. What does this mean for the region's defense sector? This is what we're here to find out in today's edition of Inside AB. I'm Shruti Nair, and this is Burn the Boostman. So, Burn, tell us, what exactly is IDEX?
Well, it's the International Defense Exposition in Abu Dhabi. It takes place every 2 years. It's the biggest in the region. Essentially what it is companies and governments come together and they showcase what their defense companies can do. So for example, the United States will bring companies like Boeing, Lockheed Martin, etc. But of course, there's also lots of players in the space now, Russia, China, Pakistan. They all come and kind of display what they have on offer, and usually quite a few deals come out of that. There's also a lot of exhibitions, for example, flying exhibitions of jet fighters, tanks, etc. So it's quite a spectacular event.
But it sounds like fun, yeah.
Yeah, but mainly it's about the deals.
All right, so have any significant deals been signed so far?
Well, in the first 4 days of the exhibition, about 20 billion dirhams worth of deals were signed. So they're quite sizable, and that's more than was signed across the entire event last time. Some of these deals are with American companies. For example, there was a $350 million purchase of Patriot missile systems, which is an anti-aircraft weapon. But a lot of the deals were for UAE companies. For example, the UAE government contracting a UAE company to build an armored vehicle or an aircraft, for example.
Right, interesting. So I understand Saudi Arabia is eyeing a lot of new opportunities right now.
Yeah, well, that's one of the bigger things that came out of this. So Saudi Arabia is usually a country that's been importing weapons and military technology, mostly from the United States. But now they've said that they hope, the Saudi Arabian Military Industries Company said it hopes to generate 10 billion in revenue over the next 5 years, and 30% of that will be from exports. So that's something very different for them. They've already signed 19 joint ventures around the world, and they're expecting 25 to 30 more. So for Saudi Arabia, it's quite a change to be selling these things abroad rather than buying them from abroad.
Right. So what sorts of technologies are going to be on display?
Well, there was quite a bit. For example, the UAE has something called the B-250, which is a light attack aircraft. It's the first one made here in the UAE. They kind of gave an update on how it's going, and it's already in flight testing, and it's, designed for all sorts of different missions, for example, counterinsurgency or surveillance missions. But also, I thought it was interesting, there was quite a bit of discussion about unmanned boats. So UAE-based Tawasan Economic Council approved an agreement to take a 30% stake in Al Marakeb Boats Manufacturing. And essentially what it is I guess you could call it a drone boat. It's operated remotely. And it can do all sorts of naval missions, for example.
Oh, wow.
So it's quite, a lot of the technology is quite interesting. And of course, there's also traditional fighter planes and tanks and that sort of thing as well.
Oh, interesting. But thanks for all those details. You've given us a clear picture of what IDEX actually is. And thank you for watching Inside AB. We will be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. So don't forget to subscribe to our channels.